All right, you guys, so here is our space before. We're making some improvements to the workflow of this area. Now we've just added the wood panels in the back. We're trying to configure out what's going to happen here for future expansion. So it's important that you think about all this stuff because creating workflow is very important. We have our cooling table. This is where when we create our leatherette panels and bond our adhesive to them, they cool down here. We have our heat press right next to that, but we also do other things with our heat press here. So heat press here, what's gonna go here is our hat press, our 360 IQ. This is our workstation for all of our graphics and everything we need done for the lasers. Now, this area here, it's kind of just dead space, but our panel runs here in this area. So our outside panel is right here. So what we're gonna do is come in with a separate panel, and with that panel here, we're gonna run dedicated lines all the way down this wall. So currently we have dedicated lines for a lot of our equipment here, but when you've got a heat press, a hat press, you've got a computer equipment, you've got one laser, then you're gonna, the plan is to add 3 additional lasers down this wall. So we have currently a brand new Thunder laser, the Nova Plus 24, and we also have a OM Tech fiber laser, split fiber 30 watt that we're adding to the roster. So I'm racking my brain trying to figure out, okay, how do I utilize this space to be able to work with what I need done? That's kind of critical making these decisions. You know, you want to plan out and you want to, you know, make sure that you have a system in place of how you're going to operate all your equipment. All of your machines should be on dedicated lines. You're running lasers and you don't want any interference, or you don't want to be popping breakers not having the right stuff. So that's why we're running a separate panel. We bought this. This is going to be the stand for the Nova 24. We're going to modify it with some custom casters, some wheels, to not only level this out, but also, I mean, this has its own levelers, but this here is gonna sit right here. A lot of this electrical that's here now, it's all getting taken out and reconfigured. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna build a custom table that goes all along this wall. So that's almost about 12 feet from here to here. And that's gonna take up, I wanna say 48 inches. So we'll just call it 50 inches. So from here to here, 50 inches. And then I think it's close to 11 feet from there down. So this is where the fiber lasers are going to be. So we're going to have probably eventually 3 fiber lasers over here, or we might have the Nova 24, the Nova Plus 24, the brand new RF model. Here we'll have maybe eventually a bolt sitting here, have a MOPA, and then a regular fiber laser, and then the option to maybe add a 3rd fiber laser. So I want to have 3 fiber lasers over there in that section, that last corner, and then we'll have I think today when you have the new integrated fibers, where the tower is integrated into the system and you don't have a separate tower now, that's going to be perfect to run 3 of those over there. Eventually we'll figure out who we're going to go with when it comes to MOPA lasers, but you know, for now we've got a 30 watt Galvo split fiber laser from OM Tech that we got for a pretty good price. So for now it's going to go there, and obviously we know we're going to end up wanting another one, so those will be there. Eventually a bolt here, the Nova 24 Plus here, this big boy, this big daddy, it's kind of a pain because I've had to kind of figure out what I was going to do based on this. So this is moving over almost 58 inches. That'll leave plenty of area here for walk space and have all this equipment set up here. I'll still be able to have that here in case I need to do something big, maybe big signs, but eventually this big boy is getting sold and it's going to get out the shop. If you're in California and in need of a custom laser like this, let me know. This thing has all the bells and whistles. So custom ducting will go along this wall here. So we're going to run 6-inch ducting all the way across. Every single system here will have its own drop down, especially for the fiber lasers. So 3 fiber lasers here, they'll each have drop down ducting. All will be 6-inch. That will come up here to, we'll mount a 8-inch fan. So we want 6-inch to 8-inch. 8 inches will give us awesome flow. And then from there, it goes up and over to this fan here. And what we'll do is reconfigure this fan right here. Now what's cool is this machine comes over, but we don't have to relocate that fan. You know, it could stay the way it is, but we are going to have to maneuver it to where we've got a T or a Y that splits straight down that way to that fan. So we got great airflow for all the equipment that's going to be here, and then a small short run. I'd say that's maybe 8 feet from here to here. Something like that. Great fan, so a fan to a fan, and then this is a direct line from this machine here. The objective obviously is showing you guys how to utilize your space when you're trying to work from home. That's kind of important. This heater system will be coming out eventually, so that'll save us our 220 there, and eventually we'll be running mini splits, or a mini split in here. Somewhere, probably 2 or 3 ton mini split, be up in this wall somewhere, or up in that wall, probably up there somewhere, you know, we'll see, to cool this area. So a lot of stuff that just has to get organized. Our adhesive cutting station, and then we've got other areas over there, you know, where we actually, you know, do a lot of die cutting. But yeah, so we're starting off with creating stuff that's super easy. So right now, you're seeing what the chaos is looking like before we even get to organizing. But in the end, we're gonna have a great shop with great flow that just works. It's gonna be a nice 360 area to work in from home. Obviously, we'll expand. You know, it's gonna happen where the shop will probably have to expand, and we'll have to look into either building something, you know, relocating something. Who knows? We don't know yet. I'm trying to keep life simple. Keep things simple. We're a custom shop. We sell custom leatherette. We do work from home. That's always been the goal, to go from here to there within seconds. We focus on high-end quality materials for the leatherette and hat patch industry. So we don't need a whole lot of space, but we do have to utilize the space we have, okay? And this is what we're gonna teach you guys in the videos that are to come this year. So you're seeing the chaos now, but we're gonna get organized as we go. And in the end, it's just gonna be a nice, beautiful workspace that we can get stuff done with. We have a lot of equipment that we have to set up and we have to review, but some of these people don't understand. It's not just, you get the machine, you just plug it in your wall. No, you have to have dedicated lines. That takes electrical work. You have to have things set up right to have the right system in place. We can't just go from A to Z right away. You know, there's all the letters in between. So your ducting has to be correct. And, you know, and when you're thinking of future expansion, it'd be one thing if all we were doing was just running the Thunder and that's it. I can just unplug this laser and call it a day. But no, we're not just running one Thunder laser like most people would probably do, and adding just one dedicated line and sticking your pipe out the window. That's not what we're doing. So we actually, it's taking longer to develop the videos that we need for the Thunder, because throughout this year, we're gonna be adding different equipment, okay? Like I said, along this wall, this is gonna be the wall of equipment. This is where all the electrical runs over there, so it's gonna run all the way down. Every single one has to have a line that's powerful enough to not trip breakers and whatnot. A lot of these pieces of machinery, they require 20 amp circuits. They're 110, 60 hertz, 20 amp dedicated circuits, okay? So that's what we have to do. So we gotta set all that stuff up. We gotta build everything right, from the tables to the tops. So while you're going through all this stuff, why not just, everything's just gotten ripped apart to where we can redo everything. It's chaotic when you don't have workflow, okay? When you're trying to go from here to there, back over there, then back over here, that's crazy. So we want to create workflow, and we want to create a nice shop to look at. I know a lot of you guys and a lot of you other content creators, you work from home, you work out of your garage, some in single garages, dual garages, 3-car garages, some out of your shops, some out of sheds. When you think about some of these companies that are huge now, they started out of 15-foot sheds. So, you know, we're at least in a nice sealed garage, so we don't have to worry about too much stuff, but we have to be smart about space. So that's what we're doing, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Join the journey. So we're gonna be doing some stuff throughout the year and just kind of making everything comfortable here where we work. I think this year, you know, we're gonna be talking about not having to have big, huge lasers if you don't need them. I think today it's kind of turning into the year of the desktop lasers. Narrowing in on your niche and what you want to do is important. So if you're into hat patches and whatnot, small lasers is where it's at. You know, you don't have to have big lasers. So RF lasers are going to be huge, and that's what we're focusing on, is the new Thunder that has the RF 60-watt laser that doesn't require a chiller. So it's very easy to set up. very easy. But you actually want to be functional too. So even when placing these lasers against walls, you can't do that without rollers. Then again, when you're using rollers, you don't want your stand that it's sitting on rolling or even moving when you're laser engraving, because that can throw things off. So we're going to be showing how to do custom casters that have leveling wheels that you can sit the stand on. When it's not rolling, you can lift the little clamps up, and then it's sitting on legs to where the stand doesn't move at all. I've seen a lot of people create videos on how to make the stands, but they're not doing them right. That's how you should do them, is with leveling legs. And then you put the levers down when you want to roll it, and then you put the levers up when you want the stand to be stationary and not move. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you a very simple way to do it. Like I said, that stand we got that we showed you earlier, that was a $25 find on Amazon Market, not Amazon, Facebook Marketplace. 25 bucks, and it comes with 2 drawers and a nice cabinet where you could store either templates or something cool. So we're going to show you how to do that and be perfectly good with modifying a nice cabinet. And most coffee tables, they're about anywhere from 12 to 20 inches in height, which is perfect for the Nova Plus 24. That's why we're going to demonstrate how to modify this cabinet. That way you're spending maybe, 50 to, anywhere between the wheels and the stand, you're going to spend about maybe 70 to 80 bucks versus 150, or 100 bucks to build a stand. And even then, you don't get no drawers, you don't get the cabinet, and it's a totally sealed system, so you don't have to worry about spiders and whatnot getting all up in the inside or underneath it, whatever, depending on where your workspace is. But hey, this is a journey. I wanted to show you guys the before. This is it. And then eventually what the after is going to look like. So we've got a lot of things to do, and everything is in a list that we've created. So we've started creating a list of what has to happen first. One thing you have to realize when you run a shop, you've got the equipment. Where does that go? Then you've got the tables. How am I going to build them? Where are they going to go? How are they going to get built? Then you've got workflow. Where is everything going to go? Then you've got all your shipping products. Think about all your products that you carry within your shop. Where is this stuff going, and where do I want it to where it's out of the way and doesn't interfere with my work area? Then you also have to consider, where's my shipping station going to be? Because your shipping station can take up a lot of space, but you want to have a nice dedicated area just for your shipping station, or maybe have a really nice table in the center of your work area that is a nice area that you can do something like that. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Quick tour. Well, not quick, it was a 17-minute tour. But I think it's critical information that if you're trying to start either a t-shirt printing business or a laser engraving business or a combination of both, these are things you're going to need to know. This is what we do, a combination of both. So we do t-shirt printing, hat printing, and we also do laser engraving, and we want to incorporate more things with laser engraving. But we are one of the premier sources for custom laser engravable sheets that you can buy, and we're one of the best on the market when it comes to that stuff. So top tier, pro level quality leatherette that you can buy on our website, LaserHyde.com. So check it out. Links in the description, not only to our Facebook group, but also to our website, and also to Thunder Laser if you're curious about the new laser that we're going to be featuring. It just came out not too long ago. Not a whole lot of content on it yet, so that's why we kind of partnered with Thunder to get this laser, and we're going to be focusing on this laser throughout the year. So we're going to be doing some really cool things with it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, y'all.